and it is 7:07, so that means it is time for 7 minutes of sunshine. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I am feeling very feisty this morning. I'm full of vim and vigor. I'm not in Florida or anything. I'm here in this freezing weather, but I'm wearing this shirt today, sporting my tattoo. And I've got Mr. Rush Limbaugh on the screen receiving his Medal of Honor. He passed away yesterday, and I have to be honest with you. Wow. The feelings that brings up when someone like Rush Limbaugh passes away, right? For those of us that were on the receiving end of a lot of hate by this man, as were many. And, it's a very complex issue. It's a very complex issue when you see somebody like that die. I remember when Jerry Falwell died and how I felt. And, he was an awful person. He was an awful person. He did a lot of damage. He hurt a lot of people, and as was Rush Limbaugh, an awful person who profited off of the they versus us. And I'll talk a little bit about that. I'm going to get him off my screen. I'm not apologizing for the way I feel. I'm spreading sunshine. What I'm saying, I'm not gleeful that he passed away, but I am grateful that he did not win when it came to at least my community, the LGBTQ community, that we fought back and things got better for us. And despite being demonized by Rush Limbaugh for decades, being told that we're perpetrators, what he did to our trans community, I mean, it's just unforgivable. It's unforgivable, the hate. So he's not the only one out there, right? There's others that profit from hate, and we all know that they use this whole us versus them thing, right, to profit, to gain power. What is this us versus them? It's all about, saying that the other side is evil and we are good, and we have to defeat them, otherwise they will destroy us. They believe in a false god. They are crazy. They hate us and probably always will. They deserve what they get. And we see people using this, and there's others using it, like Tucker Carlson, like Sean Hannity, making shit up, lying, profiting from getting folks to hate and fear other people. And it's just not okay. And, I think about Rush, and I think about the man, obviously, was incredibly talented and could have done, if he had the right values, could have done so much good if his values were on straight, right? If he was thinking about making the world a better place for all of us, instead of how he could get folks to hate and fear other people. So, it's important to recognize. It's important to recognize that. It's important to recognize that someone left us yesterday, and they're not going to be doing that anymore. And that is a very good thing, frankly, that he's not going to be doing that anymore. But there's others doing that, and it's not okay. It's not okay. And Rush was just, he had this thing called Ditto Heads, and that folks would basically just believe anything he said, similar to Trump, really. He called them Ditto Heads. It's in the Urban Legend Dictionary about folks who just followed and did what he said, which means what he said mattered. And it made a difference in a bad way, right? But, when there's folks out there doing stuff like that, it's all the more important to stand up and not do that, not demonize, not hate. We can recognize that there's folks doing that and profiting from it. We don't have to hate. We don't have to use the same tools, because they don't work. They only work in the short term for those folks. They don't work for all of us. They don't work for making the world a better place. I'm calling it out today. I'm feisty. I'm feeling feisty. I was texting back and forth with Paul Feeney this morning, one of my favorite people. He's making me laugh a little bit just in this, just the fact that we're seeing folks like Trump not empower a man who has profited greatly from hating, from getting others to fear and hate others, us, the theys, and it's not okay. All right. I think I'm done with that. I think I'm done with that. I'll probably never talk about Rush Limbaugh again. I'm glad he's not going to be spreading that hate anymore. Sorry for his family that he's no longer here. But I really am truly glad he's not going to be spreading the hate. And to all of you that have been on the receiving end of that, I love you. I was on the receiving end of it. I heard it, and I had to watch. Other folks like him. Yeah, right? Talk about, oh, isn't Rush great? No, he's not. And you know, I have to share one more thing, folks. How does it feel to be on the receiving end of that and to hear family members talk about how much they love Rush Limbaugh? And how does that feel? It's so hurtful. It's so hurtful. And we've had to swallow that for so long. And in the Trump era, the same thing. And you're just like, gosh, do you understand what this guy's doing to my friends, the people I love? And you love this guy who's spreading hate? No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Anyway, there's plenty of people out there doing good things. So many people doing good things. It's actually the minority of folks that are doing stuff like this. And I'll just end on a couple things. You know, I have these daily reminders, and a couple of them are just really come to mind today. And you know, Joe Biden out there saying, let this grim era of demonization in America begin to end here and now. We got to be a part of that. We just have to be a part of that, understanding that they are us, looking for that common humanity. And, you know, I believe it's important to speak truth. And we can do that. We can do that if we really feel in our guts, if we really understand what NDRE has to say. And that is, we are worthy, we are deserving of respect and high regard simply because we exist. You feel that in your gut. And it's an amazing thing to own that. And when folks demonize you or the people you love and care about, you can see right through it, recognize it, you know, what it is, and just speak truth powerfully. Not in a way that has to put anybody else down, not in a way that feeds into the hate, but speak truth. You can do it with love. And this is the key right here, is understanding that we are worthy and we are deserving of respect and high regard. And it's not okay to get on the radio and tell people that we are predators. It's not okay. Lastly, I just say this as I think about my 7 minutes today, is always just doing our best to lead with love, use the golden rule, and do the next right thing. And speak the truth, right? That's all I got for today. A little feisty today, speaking my truth. I do it with love, because it is true. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day today. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining. And remember, love wins. All right, got an interview tomorrow.